Alright, hello lovely viewers. Once again, this is Cassie Belle with Sage for another fun-filled stop on the casual's path to the Astrologian. Today, I was going to talk about gear and what you as the healer should have for like your gear stats and whatnot, but I think I'm going to forgo that, and I'll save it for when we're level 50, because that's really when you need to be concerned about the gear that you're wearing, because that's when the I guess when the I would say when the dungeons start to get kind of a little bit, they start to raise the bar with the dungeon, so I was trying to find the right words for it. But basically, the stat you should be focusing on is mind, and that's going to be because it increases the potency of your healing spells, and the more powerful your healing spells are, obviously, the more they do. So we'll just leave it for that. So just concentrate on gear that has mind for the most part. And I'll go into more details at level 50. So we are going to go ahead and get right into our next dungeon. So, yay! Alright. So, our next dungeon is Stone Vigil, and this is going to be an interesting one. So we're going to queue right into it. Insta queue. Yay. Stone Vigil is not an optional dungeon, by the way. You will have to do this after you do, but I think probably most of you are going to, I think you're probably going to know Stone Vigil by now, and you're going to know the awful place that it's located in, which is Kurthus, and a lot of people hate Kurthus for various reasons. Alright. I have my own bird, by the way, or bard, Luna Silverdust, my good friend. I love you, Luna. I've been helping Luna with some of his videos, which please check out his channel if you haven't already. I'm going to put the link in the description, because he's been, if you've ever wondered what it's like to play samurai, he's making a samurai guide, and they're really good. So he also plays a whole bunch of other games too, but I'll put the link in the description for you. So, but odds are, if you found me, you found him at some point. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright. There's nothing really to talk about this trash. Just, you saw that big ass dragon try to kill us. There are ways to avoid it, but I don't remember what those are. I think if you just sprint down this way, you can get there fast enough. There's a bunch of dragons like this Dragon Avis. Both these Dragon Avises, they wander around a lot, so you as the healer really don't have to be careful other than, watch where you stand. The trash is pretty simple. It's not very interesting. But what I do want to talk about is our new ability, which is Spread. And Spread is basically your holder. If you draw a really good card, but that you don't want to use just yet, then you can put it on your spread. Like, say you draw a balance, but, you know, you don't want to use it yet. Oh, okay. Here we go. Shit's starting to hit the fan. Light speed, motherfuckers. Oh, God. A level, but that's good. Oh, good. I got Expected Bennett Helios. Expected Helios is basically like your other Helios spell, only it has an additional effect. If you're in diurnal stance, it gives your party a regen, so it's basically like the White Mage's Medica 2. If you're in nocturnal stance, it's basically like the Scholar's Succor, and it gives your party an AoE shield. I might find opportunities to use it, because that would have been a good time to use it, but it's okay. Nobody else was taking damage but the tank, and that's really when your AoE heals and stuff should come in handy. My friend's getting beat up. Stop getting beat up, Luna. So yeah, that's pretty much all spread is. It's the card that you draw, you can save it for a rainy day. Keep in mind that if you do spread it, you can't Royal Road it. So make sure it's a card that is going to be that you can like maybe like a balance or a spear or an arrow. Or, you know, or a bowl. So, unless you know that the fight is going to be, like, uber long, it's, okay, ooh. Alright. Luna. That right there is why you need to get to the side or the back of this boss ASAP, because as you saw, Luna just took a whole bunch of damage and she was silenced or excuse me, he was silenced and pacified. And that's the Lion's Breath dot. You want to get rid of that as soon as possible. This is super irritating like that. Oh shit. Okay, man, nobody stood him. So yeah, when he turns like that, when he does this thing called swinge, and Luna, really? Ow! And for some reason I got hit with that too, even though I was... Thank you, Tank, for covering me. Super appreciate it. I am all kinds of messing up today. That's not good. Alright, anyway. We're fine. I really wish I had redraw. I don't get that for another 3 levels. Nope. That dragon, by the way, that comes down and just tries to wreck our faces with fire. He's also the second boss of this dungeon, so as soon as you beat him, he's not going to be raining on your parade anymore. Oh, okay. We're going to pull big now. Alright. Please get aggro on everything. Oh, and by the way, in this dungeon, you no longer have to choose between Lucid Dreaming and Swiftcast, because now you have enough spaces for both of them. there's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you will have spread by the time you do this dungeon, so it's pretty handy. I just wish I could draw a card that I could use it on. But like I said, that's the RNG of Astrologian. If you can handle that, you can play this class. Oh, here we go. Alright. Let's see how the spear icon is in that little, the first square of my arcane gauge. That means it's in my spread, so that means it's on hold until I use it. Spread, by the way, does not affect draw, so I can hold a card in my spread and I can draw. So basically, if I draw a good card and I have another good card that's in my spread, I can use both. Just keep in mind, the card buffs do not stack. So, which is when you're in a group with another Astrologian, don't override your fellow Astrologian's card. If they cast an AoE card buff, wait until their card buff is over, then cast your card buff. Because it's kind of rude if you override another Astro's card buffs. And please get aggro off me. I have aggro, senpai. Thank you. Luna's getting beat up again. That dragon's AoE can be stunned, by the way. Just thought you'd like to know. Sir, you are a paladin. You should not be this squishy. I'm not this squishy on my paladin. I was about to examine him to see why he was squishy, but I better not do that because that's rude. Aggro! Thank you. Should make a macro that says, I have aggro, senpai, save me. Dude, do not get away from me. Alright, so the second boss, God, this is going to be irritating. Fortunately, we have at least 2 people that knows what they're doing. I don't know about the other 2, but, you know, anyway. Ideally, you want to tank the boss over here in the doorway. But it doesn't look like we're going to be doing it, and I think Luna's going to handle the cannons. So crit for everybody, even though Luna gave everybody crit with her bard. His bard. Luna's actually a boy, but whatever. I don't think he cares. There's no when you take him in the center like that, there's no good place for us to stand because he's gonna spit typhoons at us or hurricanes like that. And dude, you really need to put him somewhere where he can't do that. And he also does that. He basically sits on the tank, and that actually happens in the area, you know, right behind the tank. So you don't want to stand behind the tank when he does that. And you don't want to stand in the whirlwinds either because I just got a wind debuff. Oh, this is super irritating. And see, that dragon in the background, that's the final boss, and you want to use the cannons to kind of shoot him down like Luna just did. Thank you, Luna. And the reason you want to tank the boss right there in the doorway is because the DPS and the healer have a whole lot more room to move if he spits tornadoes at us. Nope. Oh, I need that. Gimme. Luna, don't you dare take that. I'm gonna hit you. Why do people not roll on stuff when they should be? Alright. God, I wish I had redraw. Oh my god. I won't. I don't think I get it until, oops. Oh, I can't check which, I forget which dungeon I get it. I'll be able to use it in. Probably in Wanderer's Palace or Aurum Hell. Aurum Hell is Aurum Vale, but you'll be seeing that in the later dungeon, and Luna's going to be helping me in that one too. Because that one is just a nightmare, and you'll find out why. This one is not too bad. I usually get pretty decent groups in this one, and this one has been a good group. Nobody's been stupid. Nobody's not done mechanics, but then Luna's been doing most of the mechanics of. When I say most of the mechanics, I mean the first boss really has, but not the first boss, but the second boss really has a major mechanic that you need to pay attention to. And you need to not stand in AoEs, Mr. Tank. Because I keep dignitying your ass. Actually, I think the person I've been casting Essential Dignity on has been in Luna, but you know, that's fine. You know what that proves? That proves bards are the superior tank. I'm just joking. Bard is my main DPS because I love Bard. I love playing my songs. People make fun of Bard because it's like because it's not a DPS class, it's a support DPS. And you know what? I don't care. I like that, actually. Yes, I know I earned the mapping achievement, but that's because I fought it up to level 60 on White Mage for this character. Okay, I got an upgrade. Yay! See, it has mind. It has both mind and intelligence on it. But that's fine. Dungeon gear is at this level is usually better than what you have, unless you have, you know, friends who will craft you high quality, low level gear, which I do, but yeah, well. Okay, so this boss, he'll jump up in the air, he'll light up one side of the arena like that, and you don't want to be standing in it for that very reason. You get a dot, and you, oh, Oh my god. This is where Aspected Helios comes in handy. And as you can see, it put a regen on everybody that was near me. It didn't put it, see, Aspected Helios regenerating HP over time, so yeah. Oh, and he'll also shoot those AoEs on the ground. If you step in them, you will be slowed and you will get a dot on you. So please don't stand for them. Save that. I'm getting a lot of TP and crit cards, which would be wonderful if we had like a warrior in the group and we did not have a bird, but we have both. We have a bird, so the bird takes care of our crit. Ooh! Okay, yeah, these are super important. Oh, get out of those like super fast. Oh, yep, I'm gonna get it, yep. Oh. He will, by the way, always land on. Oh, turn him away! Turn him around! So don't turn him. So get behind him, get on the side of him. Whatever it takes, just do not stand in front of the boss. I mean, that's just good advice in general, but yeah, that's you just saw why. I mean, fortunately nobody died, but holy shit. Alright. No. I'm sorry, but no. You would have gotten that calm, sir, if you had turned the boss around, at the very end, but you didn't, so you won't. Anyway, that about does it. There's people saying stuff, but, okay, you just said thanks. Oh, I forgot to say hello at the start. Oh well. But yeah. That is Stone Vigil, and the next dungeon we're going to cover is Dzemael Darkhold, and between doing the main story and or in between like the main story quest, you'll probably be, but at this point, if you're an Astrologian, you probably won't be worrying about that as you're leveling Astrologian, but yeah, if you want to level Astrologian to get to Dzemael Darkhold, you should probably be spamming Stone Vigil. What the hell? Because it's level 44, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing off camera. But yeah, I will talk more about gear when we get to level. Yeah, level 50, yeah. So, alright, well, I think that about wraps up another video, guys. Sage and I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you like this series, please hit that subscribe and that like button. And we will see you next time. And so, take care.